This week I am testing the Jack T9 dual cab ute. Let's find out how good it is as a baby drive, and don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on our socials. The boot section of this review is brought to you by Tula. The cover of the tray of the Jack T9 I actually find it really nice and easy to manage myself. Often they have covers that I have to ask my husband to help me with, but I actually find this one really nice and easy. Also on the floor of the tray is this really good rubber mat, which I find stops anything you put on there sliding to the back of the tray, which is fantastic because I can put the pram there or their school bags, drive them to school, and then they're still in the same position when we get there, so I don't have to be reaching into the back of the tray to get them. Now let's find out how the Tula range of prams fit in the tray of the Jack T9 ute. When empty, the tray of the Jack T9 dual cab ute will hold 34 shopping bags, or the Tula sleek future-proof multi-configuration pram with a single seat will fit in the tray of the Jack T9 with 26 shopping bags. The Tula sleek future-proof multi-configuration pram with 2 sibling seats will fit in the tray with 26 shopping bags. And the Tula sleek future-proof multi-configuration pram with a single seat and the bassinet will fit in the tray of the Jack T9 side by side with 17 shopping bags. Or the Tula Urban Glide 3 Ultimate All-Terrain Stroller with the back wheels on fits easily in the tray of the Jack T9 with 19 shopping bags. Or the Tula Urban Glide 3 Double Ultimate All-Terrain Stroller with the back wheels on fits easily in the tray with 20 shopping bags. Or the Tula Spring lightweight and one-handed folding stroller fits in the tray of the Jack T9 with 29 shopping bags. Or you can fit 2 90-litre, 2 70-litre and 2 40-litre Tula Cousin duffel bags in the tray, or multiple large dogs. Storage is good in the back of the Jack T9. There is a fold down in the central seat backrest with 2 cup holders. They will hold a reusable or a disposable coffee cup. And there are double mat pockets on the back of both front seats. One large one will hold and conceal your iPad or wallet, and then the 2 small ones will easily hold a little toy, or a phone will fit in there nicely too. The door bins in the back are a good size. They'll hold a large refillable water bottle, and there's space for an iPad and a wallet as well, and there's the little storage handle rails too. The front interior of the Jack T9 is quite pleasant. It's pretty minimal, a bit plasticky, but nothing too offensive. It's really nice and simple and effective, really. When it comes to storage, there are 2 cup holders in the central console. One will hold a coffee cup, reusable or disposable, really well. The second one is really deep, so you'll lose a coffee cup in there, so that's best for a water bottle. In front of the gear lever is a wireless phone charging pad, and behind those cup holders a central console box. There's also a little dial in there so you can chill it and turn it into a fridge, which is really handy when you've got your kids' snacks and things like that with you. The glove box is a good size in here. That would hold my wallet and iPad with the manual, and you've got a window glass breaker and seatbelt cutter in there too. There is a glasses case in the ceiling. The visors do not have mirrors and they don't have lights in them either. And the door bins are a good size in the front. They'll hold a large refillable water bottle, an iPad and wallet fit in them as well, and there's the little storage wells in the handles too. Comfort in the Jack T9 is good for rear passengers. There are air vents in the back of the central console box, so you can keep little rear passengers at the right temperature while you're driving along. Now also below those, you've got USB, USB-C and a household plug socket, which is a fantastic news for passengers to be able to charge devices while driving along. Now there's also lights in the central ceiling and handles above both the rear doors, so you can hang a little toy on those for rear-facing little passengers to keep them entertained while you're driving. And when it comes to safety, the Jack T9 has a 5-star ANCAP safety rating, scoring 87% for child occupancy and 85% for adult occupancy. It also comes with 6 airbags as standard, including side curtain airbags that extend to the second row passengers. When it comes to installing child seats in the back of the Jack T9, there are Isofix in the 2 outer rear seats. They're not within plastic guides, but they're really nice and easy to connect to. Now there are top tether anchorages for only the 2 outer rear seats, so you can't put a child seat in the central rear seat. Behind the headrest of each of the outer rear seats is a fabric loop. You have to pass the top tether through there and connect it onto the metal top tether anchorage that is behind the central seat headrest. It can be really tricky to do, however I have managed it here. So I've got 2 child seats installed in the back here. I've got one forward facing and one rear facing. The rear facing child seat behind the driver, we could fit about a 180 centimetre driver really comfortably in front of that. And in front of forward facing child seats, at least 186 centimetre tall passengers in the front or taller. The media system in the Jack T9 is controlled on this small portrait media screen. So in the screen here, you can customize a lot of things in here, like sounds and lights and your driver assist and things like that, which is really helpful, just moving along the top there. Also in the systems as well, you can customize a lot of things in here as well, especially the sounds. That's really useful with little kids. You've got your tyre pressure screen as well. You've also got Apple CarPlay, which is wired, it's not wireless, and Android Auto in there as well. Now, when I put it in reverse, the camera image is quite small. You've only got the rear view there, but when you put it into park, you do have other views that you can view from. So that's really handy as well. Now when it comes to driving the Jack T9, it is a long time since I have driven a ute that is quite this juddery and tractor-like. It's quite extreme actually, and it's also very noisy. So the engine is very noisy even at low speed, but when you're on the highway at high speed, there's no soundproofing really. So the road noise, the engine noise, the wind noise, it's all quite a lot, especially with kids in the car. Now the other thing in here is there's a lot of beeping. So the system, it beeps constantly to tell you that you're not focusing or you're over the speed limit, even when it's kind of the system's fault that it's read the speed limit wrong. The other thing is parking and visibility. So the visibility and the turning circle in here is very large, which makes parking in types, supermarket, school and shopping centre car parks quite tricky, but also the visibility I just find it's a little bit off. So it takes a few goes to get into a parking space properly. So to sum up with the Jack T9 dual cab ute, I think the drive and technology needs quite a bit of refining for my liking before I'd want it as a permanent family car. However, when it comes to practicality, it is practical as a baby drive. You can fit those 2 child seats in the back nicely with space between them for a third person and good legroom. The tray space is really practical. I also find the cover really nice and easy to remove and put back on myself. And also that grippy rubber mat on the floor of the tray stops things rolling around and moving to the back of the tray while you're driving. So when you open the tailgate, everything's still in the same spot.